All right, guys, what's going on? My name's Johnny.
I'm Eric.
Welcome to Under the Arc Sports. Make sure you follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. We're going to go over a couple of Billiken games. Quick one, real quick, was the LaSalle game. They beat us 82-75. A little rough, second game within 44 days due to the COVID layoff. So you got any thoughts on that?
Yeah.
I know you didn't really get to see it, but,
75 points isn't bad for an offensive output. 82 against LaSalle is not encouraging. But like you say, with, 2 games in 42 days, it's impossible to know because you got to remember, it's not just no games. There's no practice.
Right. Yeah, they can't touch nothing.
They have a whole lot of standards.
Yeah, for sure. I got to give LaSalle credit. That the last name of Moore, kind of rings a bell. 11 points, 3 blocks. He had some crucial blocks too. So I don't know, it's whatever momentum LaSalle could pick up, but I doubt it because 8-11. So what can you do? But how about we go over today's game against St. Bonaventure, first place in the conference. They were undefeated. I am very pleased with what I've seen, considering, like you said, the COVID layoffs. Man, let's go over that. Let's do that. 70-59, SLU Billiken win. What's your thoughts, my man?
Well, just looking at the box score here, Devontae Perkins, 21 points. That's big time. 6 out of 15 from the floor is decent. The big stat for me, 11 threes at 27. That is 40% as a team. That's going to win you some ball games.
Yeah. Good movement too. Good movement on the ball with 23 baskets. 17 of those baskets were off assists. So Billikens are a very good ball team when the ball's moving. I thought that was a great number. Going back to Perkins.
I'm sorry. I think it's worth noting that SLU finally has a second game in a row on a normal schedule without a layoff. And what do they do? They come out against the first place team in the A10, and they come out guns blazing and start the game 13-2.
Yeah, right. That's a great point. Good point. And even Perkins was struggling in the first half too. That's why you see the 6 for 15, and he comes back with 4 out of 10 on 3 points. Gets 21 points. Good win. Get two big steals. Hassan French, 7 boards, 1 block, 0 points.
Yeah.
The 3-headed monsters, seems like there's only one of them being a monster right now. But like you said, I kind of got to lap it up to COVID legs.
Yeah. It's unprecedented, so there's really no telling. I think as we continue to go forward and SLU gets more back into the normal flow, I think some of the physical conditioning will come back, and some of the crispness will come back to the game. Now, they weren't totally sloppy. They had 12 turnovers, which is a halfway decent number, made a little bit better given all the layoffs and everything. So
yeah, right.
I think they're in decent shape there. It's just a matter of getting Hassan French going, really. I think that's the biggest issue.
Right. Following that with getting Hassan French going, we got to give a huge shout-out to the bench. Demetrius Jacobs, 3 of 6. All 3-pointers, 3 of 6. So he had 11 points. Crazy. The big German, Martin Linson, 4 of 4, 8 points. 2 blocks, 1 steal. The big German acting like the Berlin Wall. Let's give him some more playing time. Fast Jr. coming up with some clutch assists. What I like to see, though, is more rotations with these guys, especially when, you see a French and a Goodwin kind of like needing a little bit of boost. And you can have a guy like Martin Linson. It's huge. He's got a soft touch. Them Germans, Dirk Nowitzki. It's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. And, we just talked about it, but, the bench coming up big it's always important, but it's especially important as the team gets back into game shape without practice. I mean, they can go out and just run across campus or whatever, but it's not the same. So
Right.
Travis Ford can look down the bench and he knows, hey, I'm not screwed if my starters have to come and get a blow. That's so crucial as a team gets back into the swing of things.
Right. And I really think this is the most important game of the year for them just because of the COVID layoff. They're playing the first-place team, undefeated in the conference. They don't play. Bonnie's came to play. That one dude, I can't say his last name, so if I butcher it, I apologize. No disrespect to his family. Oceanui had 5 blocks. Okay, so Lofton, he had 17 points, 5 steals, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. That's a pretty good stat number. Holmes with 12 points and Attaway with 10. So there's, like you said, we can go into the schedule. So next week, we got to kill them because the following 3 is what I like to call, like the death match right there, man. You got 3 important games coming up, or after these 3.
Yeah, looking at the next 3 games, a home game against Rhode Island. Rhode Island is, I want to say they're 8-10, definitely winnable. And then at Fordham being terrible at basketball is an American tradition, so that needs to be. And then a rematch against LaSalle. I don't think SLU's going to be short on motivation for that one.
No lies told there.
Yeah, but getting those 3 wins would be important and put SLU, if they were to win all 3, and put them at 11-3 and then 4-2 in the league, going into those back-to-back pretty big games against Eaton and VCU. Back-to-back
because you got the Richmond Spiders at 10-4 right after VCU. And that's so – and what's crazy, so it's February 19th, Dayton, Feb 23rd, VCU, and then Feb 26th, Richmond. So they better pack a lunch. It's not going to be easy. And
all this is before we learn anything about any potential postponed games being rescheduled. If they were to try to throw anything in there on the fly.
Correct. There's those games too.
Like that.
Didn't even think about that. Didn't even think about the games that they've been postponed too. So
yeah. So there's a chance SLU has a busy February.
Yep. Oh yeah, they're gonna have a very busy February. If they show like they came out tonight, we have a good shot at getting into the dance. My first opinion before all the COVID stuff was they're gonna be a dominant team, but COVID hit. Now I'm like, I know they're on the bubble, so I just hope they can prove me wrong here. So.
I feel my opinion is that SLU is going to end up being, honestly, if I had to ballpark it, I think they're going to be in that dreaded 8-9 matchup. I think they're going to be safely in. I think they've probably been hit as hard as anybody in the country by COVID. I think they're going to get the benefit of the doubt, particularly if they take care of business against the teams that they should beat.
Absolutely.
They'll be fine.
That's a good point. Because, I know that's that's unprecedented. So the committee's got so many things that they got to bring in and think about too. So it's gonna be a tricky one this year. Hopefully, I think they're expanding the bracket too to a little bit more teams. So I don't know yet.
There's been talk about at the normal 68. Joe Lenardi on ESPN, his bracketology has had, I think, 68 all the way down to 16 if COVID were to completely nuke everybody. So he's been working on a whole lot of things like that. Either way, SLU, looking at next week's AP and coaches poll, I think they'll have a few more votes. I think they're going to be inching their way closer to being back in the top 25.
Yeah. Yeah, because they got some – because after, like, a couple of weeks after, like, say, 20, they were still getting AP votes. So,
yeah,
We'll see.
Anyway, all the time we've got today. Thank you guys for checking out our SLU video. See you guys next time.
Have a good one, guys.